Man, where to begin? Where to begin? Yesterday's game was super chippy. Not just yesterday's game. I mean, the series in general for the Fever and the Sun was just super, super chippy. I'm on Twitter here, right? And I see this post right here. I just wanted to show you this real quick, right? So Clark, there was a lot going on before this clip, right? And people are just saying to say, oh, Clark was trying to bark at Bonner. Bonner was on a good one yesterday. I don't know what type of timing Bonner was on. Bonner was on a sick one. She was, talking crazy. She was rah-rahing pretty much. And she's hyped up. She maybe a caffeine, espresso shot, whatever. And, Caitlyn wasn't backing down yesterday. They were chirping and the clip you guys keep seeing is the one where Bonner's walking towards Clark and she was talking to Clark, talking some shit. And Clark turned around and like, bro, back the fuck up. Like, move. Watch out, bro. And everybody's like, oh, Caitlyn started it. Bro, Bonner was talking crazy yesterday. Y'all don't understand. They were literally trying to pick on some little girls. Like, bro, you 37. You trying to pick on someone that's like your little niece. You trying to pick on, bro. So watch this. She's still barking. You see her barking? Look at her barking. Look at her. Look again. And then here comes the little pit bull. Here comes Mabrey. Mabrey was hooping. Mabrey, man, that was a good pickup for the Sun. I'm not going to lie. Especially the first game off the bench coming in like that, having a 27-piece. Woo. Yeah. Every team needs a Mabrey. Personally, I would love to see Mabrey or some type of enforcer like that with Caitlyn Clark. That's exactly who she needs. She needs like a Marina Mabrey, can shoot the three ball, gonna bark and talk her shit, and is gonna stand her ground. That's what she needs right there. That's what she needs. Yeah, she needs somebody like Marina Mabrey. And Bonner, respect to Bonner, man. They came out, did their thing, handled business, took care of it, and on to the next round. Now, as far as the fouls and everything being called yesterday, unacceptable. Caitlyn did get whacked in the face. Unacceptable. Wasn't called. But I do want to go over this right here. I come here and yes, I have a video on this. I already reacted to it, right?
Like that. It's uncalled for and something needs to be done, whether it's, them checking their fans or this league checking. There's no time for it anymore.
Now, in response to those comments,
right.
The WNBA issued a...
The WNBA put out a statement after Alyssa Thomas says something about her fans. So now all of a sudden it's like the cool thing to we're going to blast the Caitlyn Clark Indiana fans. Guys, listen, you guys are professional athletes. You don't think every fan base has gone on someone's comment and said something threatening or hateful or racist? You don't think that? You don't think Caitlyn Clark gets more threats than anybody on alive? You don't think all of your fans, if y'all threaten me, all over Twitter, if y'all threaten me, you don't think Caitlyn Clark gets threatened? Huh? You don't think Caitlyn Clark gets threatened with death threats? If I get them, you don't think Caitlyn Clark gets them? See, the difference with Caitlyn Clark and a lot of you women is this. She chooses not to engage in it and control her emotions and put it on the internet space and make it an issue. You guys choose to engage in it, get so caught up and tangled up and soaked up in it. You have to bring it to light, right? It's going to happen. You're a professional athlete. Go look at LeBron's Instagram comments. There's hateful shit on there. Go look at Russell Westbrook's and LeBron and look at any great player you could think of. Steph Curry, anybody, Klay Thompson. Go look at Klay Thompson's Instagram comments right now. Woo-wee. You think he gives a rat's shit about what you say? He is out there golfing off of Casamigos and a cigar with a bad one, right next to him. On the island, man. With the boat, man. I'm talking about Klay Thompson. You guys can talk all that 0-10 and all blah, blah, blah in the playoff. He is out there lit. He doesn't care. Caitlyn Clark can give a shit about any comments we say on her thing. She might see him. Somebody on her team sees him. Okay, what do you think is going to come with the territory? She's been getting that shit since she's been in college. So you telling me now this is the only type of hateful comments you guys have ever gotten? Stop it, bro. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, guys, the more you guys want this game to grow, the more you guys want viewership and things like that, there will be internet trolls and people on this internet who are going to continue to comment things that trigger you just like this to get a reaction out of you. And they're going to continue to do it over and over and over again. Are you like, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think the game is growing? Headlines, hello. It's going to happen. It happens to Caitlin Clark every day. She doesn't bring it to light. You guys should do the same. Again, not going to say it's okay. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. So let's get back to this right here, right? So they're going to continue to say there's no, or let's go to the statement. WNBA puts out a statement, right? Why did it take this long for the WNBA to put out a statement after Caitlin Clark's season ended? Why? There's been plenty of things that happened to Caitlin Clark this year that involve some of this that we're going to make a statement about, WNBA, that you guys didn't enforce or try to enforce when Caitlin Clark was involved. Why? So those are two big, that's a big question for me. And then we're going to go right here where Angel Reese says, y'all know I've been going through this for the last 2 years, but was told save the tears and stop playing victim. Y'all a little late to the party and could have tried to put out this fire way before it started. Well, guys, there's no putting it out. I'm just going to be honest. Like I said, again, you're professional athletes, and especially on Angel's end, you want to be involved with, you really in the media, Angel. So I know you're going to see this stuff. That is your decision. It's going to happen regardless of whatever. You are a professional basketball player. Now you're involved in the rap scene and podcast scene and internet, and that's what you're a part of. Model scene, whatever the case is, you're involved more in the internet than pretty much any WNBA basketball player around right now, right? You're gonna get hateful shit from not just Indiana. It's gonna be from Minnesota, Vegas, any other WNBA team. They're gonna say hateful shit to you because they don't like you. And you guys are gonna say whoever. It could be Minnesota, it could be Vegas, it could be Phoenix. Any of you guys can say hateful shit towards Caitlin Clark or Asia Wilson. We're not gonna know who it comes from. It's gonna come from everywhere. It's not just one fan base. It's not just one person. It could be trolls. It could be a group of trolls. So there's too many ifs. And then we're gonna continue to read. Before I start, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Angel Reese posted that. Then I scroll up. Angel Reese posts this. For the past 2 years, the media has... Sorry about that. Sorry. I have a... What do you call this? I forgot what this is called. Okay. So, CHP alerts. Located. Nice. Okay, so let's go to Angel Reese. Sorry about that. For the past 2 years, the media has benefited from my pain and being villainized to create a narrative. They allowed this. This was beneficial to them. I sometimes share my experiences of things that have happened to me, but I've also allowed this to happen to me for way too long. And now other players in the league are dealing with it and experience the same things, right? This is not okay. Allowing anything beyond criticism about playing the game we love is wrong. I'm sorry to allow all the players that have continued to experience the same things I have. This is why I started my podcast. Okay. To take my, well, her podcast consists of just everybody but like her. It's really just like more of like hosting, and asking questions to other people. And you know what they're going to say. So she's right here. You know, the media or the WNBA has pretty much benefited. And they came out with the interview pretty much stating like, you know, we need a little bit of headlines. We need a little bit of that back and forth when asked about it. So she is right on that. But now as far as the villainizing thing, you know, Angel, you had the opportunity to not accept the villain role, but you wanted that role. It's not like we or Caitlin came out and said, Angel's this or Angel is that. I think you kind of just let the media and the fans or the trolls stare you into that because being on the media so much. I think you bought into all of those things that you saw. And again, I'm not going to say it's okay for anybody to receive death threats or any of that stuff. It's just not. Let's be honest. And again, we don't know where it's coming from. But I'm going to say this. You had the opportunity to deny all of those things and to not fall into that trap of being a villain, but instead you took on the role of being a villain and you wanted that. And you said unapologetically. And it's like, no. Like, ignore everything. You got to understand, you're at the highest level of women's sports. It's going to come naturally. Look at Colorado football. They get it every day and it's not from one school, it's from every school. So it's not just one school who's going to start talking, especially in the league. When you get to the highest level, it's going to be everybody. You're at the highest level. Everybody has to hate. If you ain't getting hate, you ain't shit. Sorry. Period. Like, if you ain't getting no hate, you ain't nothing. So it's going to happen. It's up to you guys to embrace, ignore, and go out to prove people wrong and shut them up on the court. That's what Caitlin Clark does. That's what a lot of women do. I'm sure Asia Wilson gets hella hate. She goes and does her shit on the court, though. That's for sure. Shuts them up with the ball, with the hoops. So I look at some of these comments. I'm like, oh shit. I'm thinking it's gonna be sympathy for Angel. Some apologies, whatever. Dude said, nigga, you got Lotto on your podcast twerking for kids talking about change. I didn't even see that. You bring culture leaders on your podcast, not potheads and rappers. You trying to gain a little clout, tweeting out BS. You literally said you would take on the villain role. Now you're crying when you're treated like a villain. ? Shut up, bro. Football is on. Keep using your voice to speak the truth. They know exactly what they've been doing. We've been gaslit all season when we try to speak on it. Just know you are loved. Nice. So it's a lot going on in the league. And I would say this, man. Stop getting so bought into it. Stop getting so reeled into everything. All of this, it could have been avoided. There's going to be the trolls. There's going to be the people. I'm going to tell you guys again, the more this game grows, the more eyeballs that you guys were begging for, there will be a percentage of people here to troll. They live for it. Accept it. Move forward. I'm not going to say it's okay once again, because I know everybody in the league probably gets these threats and hateful comments and things, especially the highest paid one, Caitlin Clark. What do you guys think? You don't think she gets nothing? You think she's just all good? No, man, it doesn't work like that. Look, man, I'll be back with some more content. I know you haven't seen me in a while. Don't worry about it. I'm all over the place. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting. I will be back with more content. I am out.